Imagine being told you're not good enough and realizing they're right. In 1938, a young mechanic named Soichiro Honda walked into Toyota with a product he believed would change engines forever. They rejected him, not politely, not vaguely. They told him his piston rings lacked precision. His casting was flawed. His metallurgy was weak. He wasn't ready. And for most people, that would have been the end. Soichiro Honda wasn't born into privilege. He was born in 1906 in rural Shizuoka, Japan. His father repaired bicycles and worked as a blacksmith. As a child, Honda preferred grease and gears over school books. At 15, he left home for Tokyo to apprentice at an automotive workshop called Art Shokai. There, he spent 6 years learning engines from the ground up, cleaning parts, rebuilding carburetors, studying combustion. By his early 20s, he opened his own repair shop in Hamamatsu. But repairing cars wasn't enough. He wanted to build them. Specifically, he became obsessed with piston rings, small circular components that sealed the combustion chamber inside an engine. Tiny parts, massive responsibility. If they fail, the engine fails. By the late 1930s, Honda believed he had designed a superior piston ring, and Toyota was the client he needed. Toyota examined his piston rings and rejected them. The problem wasn't ambition, it was precision. Honda's manufacturing process lacked the metallurgical consistency required for large-scale automotive production. The alloy composition was uneven. The rings warped under stress. Toyota engineers didn't see potential. They saw defects. Now here's where most stories say, he didn't give up. But here's what actually happened. Honda realized they were right. He didn't argue. He enrolled in metallurgy courses to understand material science at a deeper level. He studied alloy structures. He refined his casting methods. He rebuilt his entire process, not to prove them wrong emotionally, but to fix what was actually broken. That distinction matters. After redesigning his piston rings, Honda finally secured a contract with Toyota. He founded Tokai Seiki to manufacture them. Production began, momentum was building, then World War II escalated, his factory was bombed, then an earthquake destroyed what remained. By 1945, Japan was devastated, and Honda's business was gone. Again. Post-war Japan had a different problem, fuel shortages and destroyed infrastructure. Cars were rare. Transportation was limited. Honda noticed surplus military engines being sold cheaply, so he attached small engines to bicycles. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't prestigious, but it worked. People needed affordable mobility. In 1948, he formally founded Honda Motor Company, Limited. The company didn't begin with cars, it began with motorized bicycles. From rejection to reinvention. By 1959, Honda had become the largest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. Not because he avoided criticism, but because he responded to it intelligently. Toyota rejected his piston rings in 1938. If that rejection hadn't happened, Honda might never have studied metallurgy. If he hadn't studied metallurgy, his engineering standards might never have evolved. If his factory hadn't been destroyed, he might never have pivoted to motorcycles. Sometimes rejection isn't a wall, it's refinement. And sometimes the people who tell you you're not ready are measuring you by standards you're about to exceed.